In today's lesson, we are going to talk about how you can solve worded problems where you have to subtract a fraction from a whole. So let's first take a look at the worded problem. Tasha has 3 kilograms of flour. She uses 5 over 6 kilograms. How many kilograms does she have left? Now the first thing that we need to do is try to identify, okay, what is the sum? What do we need to do? Now it says here that she has something left. So she starts with something and she ends with something that she has left. So that implies that we have to subtract something from something. Now let's take a look. Tasha has 3 kilograms of flour. Okay, so there's a number for us. 3 kilograms. And then she uses 5 over 6 kilograms. So we have to subtract. So we're taking away 5 over 6 kilograms. So the first step is this. The first step is identifying the sum, writing the sum down, knowing what you have to calculate. So now we know that this is the sum. So I'm just going to get another board to write it down a little bit bigger. So our sum basically is 3 take away 5 over 6. Now we have done this before. We need to change the whole number into a mixed number. So a mixed number, 2 wholes. And then we're going to write it down as a fraction. Now for the fraction, we're going to choose 6 as a denominator because we also want to take away 5 over 6. Okay, so that's an important thing to remember. So 2 whole ones and 6 over 6 minus 5 over 6 equals. Now we're not going to change the 2 whole ones. They're going to stay the same. So we can already write that down. So 2 whole ones. And then we're going to subtract 6 over 6 by 5 over 6. Now remember, when we do subtraction, just like when we do addition, when the denominator is the same, the denominator doesn't change. So it stays 6. Then we do 6 take away 5 because the numerator does change. So 6 minus 5 equals 1. 2 whole ones and 1 over 6. Now remember, when we're going back to the main sum, that's another one. We're going back to the main sum. We see 2 whole ones and 1 over 6. And of course, we need to write down the unit of measurements, which is kg, standing for kilogram. But I also want you to answer the question in a full sentence. So Tasha has, let me see if I can find the space here. Tasha has 1 over 6 kilograms of flour left. Okay, so I want you to write it down, your answer, I want you to write it down in a full sentence, like we always do in class. Yeah, there are only 3 worded problems, but I want to see the calculation and I want to see the answer written down in a nice full sentence. Yeah, so just to clarify, I want to see the calculation. It's hard to show it both on the screen here, but I want to see the calculation and I want to see the full sentence giving an answer to the question. Okay,